So, we had a lot of clients who talked to us who wanted to understand the complete process that goes on behind the scenes when Nemmadi performs the home inspection. So, we thought it would be nice to take you through the whole process. We have here Divya, who leads the tech team and the back office team. So, we will be talking to her to understand what happens when an inquiry comes, and then we'll also be talking to the engineers who go to site and to the review team before the report gets dispatched. This is Divya. She's been with us for 14 years. She was with the parent company, and then she's been in Nemmadi since inception. Divya, welcome.
Thank you.
We will be talking and explaining the conversation with the clients as to what happens when a client comes to us. Either they may come from a website, or they may come from referral, or they may come from a WhatsApp inquiry. So the client's contact details comes to you. Now what happens?
Once we get lead from the different modes, then we'll call them and we'll explain why they have to take home inspection service from Nemmadi.
So are you saying that a lot of people know what home inspection is, or do we also still get clients who don't understand what home inspection is completely?
We still get calls, clients, they don't know about home inspection and what is the process of home inspection and what we cover under home inspection.
Okay, so that means that when a client comes to you and they don't know about home inspection, and then they know about home inspection.
Yes.
If they don't know about home inspection, how long does it take for you to explain to the client what home inspection is?
Around 1 hour.
Okay, so you're taking 1 hour. So there's 1 hour of explaining to a client if they don't know what home inspection is. Then if a client knows what home inspection is, then what is the conversation that you have?
Then we will explain it, about our lineage, our company background, like we have around 38 years of experience in construction industry, and the value at what we will bring it to them once the service is done.
Yeah. So a lot of customers want to know why they need to come to Nemmadi for home inspection and not somebody else.
Yes.
So that's when you take them through the lineage that we have and the value that we bring to the table because of the experience that we have.
Yes.
So this conversation is about how long?
20 to 25 minutes.
Okay, so 25 minutes. If they know about home inspection but they want to be convinced as to why they need to come to us, it's about 25 minutes. So 1 hour for somebody who doesn't know home inspection and 25 minutes for somebody who knows it but wants to get convinced. So they get convinced, then what?
Then we'll inform client to check with the builder for the date of the inspection. Once they get the date from the builder, they will inform us. Then we'll check with our inspection calendar. Then we'll assign a date which is mutually agreed by both of us.
So what you're saying is that there is a centralized calendar that you maintain,
Yes.
where your team, that is Swati and Varsha and yourself and maybe even Suresh, are able to enter dates onto this calendar so that everybody knows all the slots that are occupied or not occupied.
Correct, sir.
So you have a centralized calendar that you manage for all the inspections. So then the client gives you a slot. Then what happens?
Then we will give all the information to our engineer, concerned respective engineer, who is assigned for that particular day for that particular client.
Okay.
And then we'll share all the information to them like drawing specifications. And after that we also assign project at the back.
So what you're saying is that there are certain documents that get collected from the client.
Yes.
So you have the specification that the builder has sent, then you have the area statement, etc. that is required for you to assign a project. You were talking about assigning.
Yes.
What is assigning?
Here we have our own proprietary app. We call it as automated inspection management system. There we'll upload all the information of that specific project to the console. Then when we assign all the information, then engineer at site, they will get that information on their phone to perform the inspection with all the 1500 checkpoints.
So you're saying that once you get the details from the client of a particular configuration of an apartment, it can be 1 BHK, 2 BHK, 3 BHK, apartment, villa, penthouse, whatever, that information is then you feed it into the console.
Yes.
This is done so that the inspector will get that particular details specific to that particular client for that particular apartment on his phone.
Correct.
Okay. How long does this process take?
This takes around 30 to 35 minutes.
35 minutes. So that means that they've already done 1 hour and now 35 minutes, or 25 minutes and 35 minutes. So you have that. So you have about 2 hours that you've spent talking and uploading the information.
Correct.
This means that all the work that needs to be done in the back office till now is completed. Now the ball moves to the engineers. Okay. We will be talking to the engineers to understand what they do on site and how much time they spend on site performing the inspection using the curated checklist that has been designed and developed specific for that particular apartment configuration for that particular client. After the inspection has been performed, and then what happens?
Once inspection is done, engineer will send out a message in WhatsApp saying inspection is completed.
So you are saying that there is a mechanism in which the engineer on site sends information to the back office saying that things are completed, please review.
Yes.
Okay. Why do you do this?
Yeah, because we will check for the results generation. Is it completely done or not? If any discrepancies, we will check then and there, and we'll inform engineer again if anything is missed, and they will upload it again, and we will complete the whole process to dispatch the report at a proper time.
So you're making that, just doing this so that if there is any mistake, the engineer is still on site and everything gets uploaded,
Yes.
and the client gets a complete and specific report without any mistakes.
Yes.
Okay. So this is done. So the engineer uploads his area statement, engineer uploads his app for all the inspections
Visual reports.
and also the dampness report.
Correct.
So everything is uploaded, and then he leaves the site.
Yes.
Then what happens?
Once results are generated, all the documents will be handed over to a review team.
Okay, so there is a review team. So there is a review mechanism that is included in this.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you were talking about uploading and everything. How much time is there in that?
It's around 20 to 25 minutes.
25 minutes. So we had half an hour or 1 hour, and then you had 35 minutes, then you have another 30 minutes.
Yes.
So it's 1.5 hours or about 2.5 hours.
Yes.
Okay, please continue.
Yeah, then all the results will be given to the review team to check everything. Then once
Okay, so we will be talking to the review team now to understand what the review mechanism is and how much time review takes. After the review has been completed, then what happens?
then we'll get a message from reviewer saying everything is completed and we can dispatch the report. Then we'll download all the reports from the console and we'll dispatch to the client. It's a consolidated report. It will be
So after the review is done, the reviewer checks not only the area statement, the visual report, the dampness report, everything. They check for efficiency of what has been done. They check for efficacy of what has been done, if there are any mistakes, and then that comes back to you. So this is a consolidated home inspection report. What does this home inspection report contain?
visual report which covers electrical, plumbing and civil aspects. Second one is an area measurement statement.
So this is area according to RERA.
Yes.
Okay.
Third one is a dampness analysis report. Fourth one is specification comparison statement.
So specification comparison statement is what?
It's in general for each and every project builder will give a
Specifications for that particular
for
part.
that specific project. Like for example, he may promise saying they will provide a wooden flooring for the master bedroom, and there will be some list. So we will get that list from the client and we'll compare and we'll just give our report saying whatever they promised, is it delivered or not.
Okay, fantastic.
The last one is a general observation.
So you have a general observation report. Then you also have a manual how to read the report.
Yes.
And a disclaimer.
Correct.
So it's a consolidated report that goes with it.
Yes.
Now this is a very big set of documents. How do you send it to the client?
Yeah, we use Google Drive and we'll share a link to them so that it is easy for them, because the size of the files will be huge and they will download the link, or sometimes they will forward the same link to the builder to download the reports to and take it to the next step.
How long does this take?
This we need around 35 to 40 minutes.
Okay, 35. So if you recapitulate from the beginning, we have the amount of time that it takes for you to talk to a client, then the amount of time it takes for you to be able to explain to the client, then you have the engineering, which takes some time in terms of what happens on site, then you also have the review mechanism, then you have the assigning, which was done before, then you have the review also. If there are any doubts that the client has after the report has been sent, is that also addressed to?
Yes.
Okay.
That will also. Sometimes we will get a call from client. They may not, even though the report is very clear, they may have some doubts with respect to reading the report. Like they may don't know about the guidelines. Then we will explain how guideline will be read and how they can compare with the report and the guidelines.
Fantastic.
And also we will take them through the dampness reports and also area measurement.
How long does this take generally?
45 minutes.
45 minutes. So can you just tell us how much time your team takes with leaving out the review part and leaving out the inspection part, how much time you put in at the back office? And let's go through how much time it takes. So you're assigning, if you're explaining to the client who doesn't know anything, that's 1 hour.
Yes.
Then you're assigning for
Inspection is around 35 minutes.
assigning inspection is 35 minutes.
Then results generation is around 30 minutes.
So it's about 2 hours till now. And
Yes. Then report dispatch is 40 minutes.
Yeah. So 2 hours 45 minutes. So just the back office takes 2 hours and 45 minutes. And over and above this, you have the review and you have the inspection process in itself. So obviously, we will also be talking to the engineers and the reviewing team so that we'll be able to do everything together. Thank you, Divya.
Thank you, sir.